What's up? This is Wrestling with Love.
Your ultimate tag team for all things wrestling.
I'm Lwazi.
And I'm IT.
Let's get into it. Wow. So we just had our first ever two-night SummerSlam. MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Yep.
What a show. But first up, actually, I want to give you your flowers because the amount of commitment you had for this weekend.
Pay me my money.
SummerSlam Saturday, we started off, at 9 p.m.? Countdown show, 3 hours. I don't know why they made it 3 hours.
Someone even commented on our TikTok because we were posting stories.
Oh, yes.
And they're like, hey, you guys are committed, that you're even watching the countdown. Like,
everything counts.
Yes. We always watch the countdown.
Countdown, 3 hours. Main show, midnight until like 4 a.m. Then the post show until 5 a.m. Then we did that again. We went again the Sunday. But then it was worse for you because then you had to go to work the entire day. And then now you've just come back from work to do this episode. So I have to give you the props, the commitment.
I need my own contract signing. Like, where's my contract?
You are the definition of for the love of the game. So
literally,
we appreciate you. But before we get into the matches, I want to talk about the host, Cardi B. What did you think of her as a host? Because it was interesting. We had, all these promo videos for a number of months. And then kind of the month before, there was nothing about her. And then she appeared on the Saturday.
Triple H did touch when she is quite a busy person. And like for the longest time, I actually thought that she wasn't going to make it.
Same, yeah.
Because like it was only until later that we saw her even on night one. Night two, she ghosted us. So I think it's just that thing of Bana busy. She was unavailable. But then I did express to you, Kubana, like, this has been advertised like months in advance. Cardi, you were booked months in advance. Yeah. So I understand being busy, ne? But Sencho, tell those other things that you're busy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, commit, because even as host that she did,
I wanted to touch on that as well because I felt, okay, it's fine for you to come through and you say your lines and everything. You even spotted something in how she spoke and everything. But it's like, okay, you do that. We could have had some more backstage segments as well with her, and definitely SummerSlam Sunday, you should be there.
I would have loved to see the crazy Cardi.
Yeah.
Because wrestling is crazy.
Yeah.
So, like, if anything, that was the moment for her to even actually showcase, like, who she is. Like, her character was perfect for that moment, but it was just like, yeah, guys,
I'm here. Do you dig the theme song?
It was nice. I actually liked it. I
think it's alright for me. I think there's better theme songs we've had for PLEs, but it's all right. We're outside. It's fine. But let's get into the wrestling now of it all. So match number 1, it was Roman Reigns and Jey Uso taking on Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Yeah. I thought this was the perfect match to start off with and they started off hot. The brawl in the middle of the ring. We saw Roman Reigns diving over. That caught your attention definitely with that dive.
He don't die.
And you almost overshot it, it was scary. It was like
it could have been
landed
terrible.
badly. Yeah.
But like for me, it was weird because like not seeing my tribal chief in the main event.
Felt
weird.
And it's Sakan, outdoor stadium, so it's just like you're opening it up for us.
And also like just seeing him as such a team player because he's always the guy calling the shots. Like, acknowledge me. Like, doing all these things. But like now he was just like embracing Jey Uso. They're out here even eating mid-match.
Yeah, that caught me by surprise. I was like, okay.
So like that was cute to see. And also just in the match itself, like he was very selfless. He even sacrificed himself.
Right, pushing Jey Uso, getting speared by Braun Breaker, and then the fact that Jey Uso is the one who got the pin was also very telling. So,
but Braun Breaker, honestly, he was too
cocky.
What's the PG word? Yeah, I was looking for the PG word, but that word. Because the thing is, he had an opportunity to pin Jey Uso. It's like 1, 2, goes to the side. Why are we doing push-ups?
True, I remember that.
Why are we doing push-ups? I was just like, bruh.
And then there was a part where
you lost.
He had like a headlock on Roman as well, and he's just chirping. Oh no, I think it was on Jey Uso actually, and he's chirping Roman, and he's just saying a whole lot of stuff, and it's like.
Like, yes.
And it would be a theme, this arrogance thing in people's matches, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
And it's just like, come on. But I love this match. I thought it was great. Initially, I thought it would main event, but we would also find out why it didn't main event. But this was great. I loved it overall. And now the big question is, what do you do with Roman and Jay afterwards? Is there a future afterwards? I don't know.
That's the thing. Like, are we going to have the bloodline again?
Reunite,
you know?
Yeah, with
but then
Sammy,
the thing is,
Jimmy.
I see a greater bloodline forming. But yeah,
A greater bloodline? Okay. You'll get to it. Okay.
hopefully I get to it.
But no,
forget.
Overall, lots of highlights in this match. I think also just seeing Bronson Reed walking out with the shoes he took from Roman
The
Reigns.
Shula Fall.
And then Heyman was also wearing the Shula Fala. That was hilarious.
Tribal thieves.
But then Paul Heyman ditches his boys at the end. He just walked away.
Paul Heyman doesn't align himself with losers.
Ne?
Like, he's allergic to losers because he really was on Braun's side, you know, basically gearing him up to be the lead and everything. And then they lose. He was the first one to slice her out of there. Like, okay, no.
I'm out.
This, before it gets contagious.
Nah.
Need to, but it was a good match. I was surprised because, you know, Roman matches are usually slow.
Yes, you
so,
made me familiar with that, actually. You put me on. But this one was nice. Yeah, very fast-paced. No Bronson Reed also doing dives similar to Roman Reigns. So overall, a good start. So it was like, okay, we've bought in SummerSlam Saturday. It's going well. Then another tag team match we had for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss challenging Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. I just saw a big sigh from you. Take it away. Yeah, you were rooting for the Judgment Day show.
I really was, because just the whole story with Finn being so fixated on the titles, just shining those things out. I was literally just like, what gold is Finn gonna shine now?
They still have titles. Come on.
Exactly. Like you say, team. Essentially.
For me, it made sense though, because I felt Charlotte and Alexa, this team has just really blossomed into something so cool. And it felt like this is the time to put the titles on them. As much as initially I would have liked for Judgment Day to have
just
all the gold until Liv comes back. Then she's like, oh, okay, you guys have been happy without me. But it just made sense.
Yeah, and just another standout moment actually with Charlotte and Alexa. Because Charlotte is so used to being this main girl.
Yeah.
But in that match, you could actually see her be a team player, because there was even a moment where Alexa accidentally punches Charlotte, but you didn't see that interfere with how they were in the match. You know, they were even still able to get the W. So I'm just like, okay, Charlotte and Naya, she's really buying into we're not friends. But even though she accidentally said friends.
F word. And then on the post show, the fans were even chanting friends.
Exactly.
They hugged. Yeah, that was a sweet moment. That was nice. And then just tying back to what you were saying as well, you know, the entrances you picked up the fact that, you know, how selfless Charlotte also is now. It's like, okay, she'll walk out and then Alexa also walks out. It's like they're sharing the spotlight in a way. So that was really cool. So I'm happy with them being the champs. I just hope now we have to line up credible teams to take them on, because we've got lightning in a bottle here. And we need credible people now that are going to be a threat, so that this develops. And eventually, like all things do in wrestling, they'll break up. And I'm hoping Alexa will be the one to turn heel and not Charlotte, actually. So that this face run of Charlotte is good.
No,
all good things come to an end in WWE.
But this just started.
Yeah, it mustn't break up anytime soon. We can go even as far as Mania. Alexa versus Charlotte can be a WrestleMania match.
But then now my concern is, what happens to Roxanne and her spot in the Judgment Day?
I think it's fine.
Because the thing is, Uliv is going to be like, okay, you failed to get the job done. Step aside. And really, what happens to her after that on main roster because because Liv will be back and Raquel wasn't feeling Roxanne like that, and now it's like, bruh, we lost the titles, so what would make the rest of the Judgment Day want to align with the Roxanne even more? I don't know what argument Finn is gonna put up, but it's just like she failed the team.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't have an answer for that one. We'll have to see. But I was happy. Yeah, I was like, okay, I got my prediction right. And a good match overall. I thought it was really cool. And then next one, Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. This match, sorry to say, but it just didn't hit the mark. I was even surprised, why is it on SummerSlam? It just kind of felt out of place, and too many convoluted stipulations I felt. Because now,
it annoyed
if
me.
Karrion wins, Sami has to say he's right, and then vice versa. And then Sami wins, but then Karrion does nothing.
Doesn't say it. And like the most annoying thing for me in this match, literally, Karrion Kross knows no Scarlett. Mismatch, say it, like, bruh.
And then the pipe as well. Scarlett first gave it to Karrion Kross, but then he didn't get to use it. Then she offers it to Sami Zayn. He like chucks it away. I was so scared that it's gonna like hit the floor, then bounce into the fans. The last thing they need is like another fan thing. Yeah. So, and then Sami Zayn just haluva kick, gets the W, and that's that. Yeah. So, and I was very surprised, especially because on the countdown show, Karrion Kross, they were even plugging his new book that's coming out.
Yeah,
I was like, there's no way Karrion is going to lose. And then he loses simply like that.
Because, like, where does he go from here?
Yeah.
He's just gonna stay backstage. Clearly, into of being in the ring.
Yeah.
Hi.
And I can't fault that, because Nyan now does make us question Karrion. It's like, where do you go from here?
But my thing is NXT Karrion Kross. What
was the
happened
one.
to that guy?
He must shave his head. It's all in being bald, Even with being a WWE analyst, I said to you, Peter Rosenberg, not Sam. So now I'm playing Trevor. That's all I need.
I literally said this.
That's where the power lies.
The key is in the shiny stuff.
But Karrion, I think he has a lot of questions to ask himself, like in character.
Reflect say it.
So that was kind of an alright match at best. And then the next one, Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's title.
There's no way they did Jade like that. They made her represent her.
She came through Jamaican flag and all. I didn't even know that Jade has Jamaican blood.
At first we thought, why is she wearing Naomi's
what's cooking here? And then she lost clean. I think that's what's really hitting me. The fact that...
And Tiffany didn't need to win. True. I'm sorry for all the Tiffy fans, but I've not been feeling Irenga Tiffany.
And that's understandable, because I think what happened with Tiffy, there's two issues. Number one, the fact that she's still kind of a face and a heel at the same time. We don't know where she stands. And then also she hasn't really had good feuds. She's had good matches with Nia Jax.
That's another thing. And the thing is, she's a Damien. I think we'll literally...
Another episode with Damien Hate. The streak continues. Damien was not even at SummerSlam.
But this is a good...
fine.
Comparison.
Sure.
Because Isido's got Tiffany's.
Okay.
We didn't, start it up properly.
Yeah, she cashed in on Nia and then it went nowhere. Then they brought it back after Mania.
And then it's like,
and then the Trish Stratus feud, I get what you mean. Yeah, you're right.
And then we move on. She's a Damien.
Whoa. But let's give Tiffany credit, because I felt this was her best match all year long. And like I said, she's had good matches with Nia on SmackDown a number of times. Honestly,
I think her match with Charlotte, for me,
really
did it.
That didn't slap for me.
Okay, Shem, in terms of taking a beating, she did very well.
Even her tooth,
and
there was a lot going on.
I think Simone Naku unreal. Like Triple H was even like, but that's
concerned.
How you put someone over. Like congratulating
at the end.
Charlotte.
Yeah, at the end we should touch on it actually. Yeah, but I felt Tiffany really carried this match, because I remember saying to you as well, this match could go very well or very bad. And I think it went very well, result aside.
But then my thing is, yes, Jade, as much as I've been so frustrated, like with her, US as a fan of Jade, I think she actually did really well.
She didn't suck.
So for her
to do well but then lose.
Jamaica. Like they didn't have to do her like that. She could have just came in her blue attire. I was even saying to Tana, it's not even a storm anymore. It's a wind. The wind just hit. It's not.
But you know what? Let's have faith, because Triple H said on the post show that Jade is a ticking time bomb. So he's alluding to the fact that she might turn heel. So I think this feud will continue, which is great, because there wasn't any bad blood really between them going into SummerSlam.
Do you know a lesson I've learned?
Okay.
It's to not take Triple H's word anymore.
Yo, based on?
I'm sorry.
Hi, well, not Papa H.
Okay. But the way he hyped up night 2, he literally hit us with a... So part of the show, man. He hit us with that.
Because he did say, SummerSlam Saturday, you guys think that was it? Just wait for SummerSlam Sunday. Yeah, but we'll get into it. Fair. I'll give you that.
Taking his word ever again. Yes, I was so excited. But
we'll get to it. Yeah, but okay, Tiffany retains. And now I think another thing that made them kind of really double down on Tiffany is that they realized that, we've got these stats for her now. She's undefeated in 2025.
Yeah,
I was like, what? She's 14-0 now. She's on the roll of her life. So we'll see how far that goes. At Jade's expense.
Like, no, not even at Jade's expense. It's almost like a thing of just ticking boxes. There's no real investment in it to actually really go into something.
They kind of stumbled upon it. It was like, actually.
I will always refer to, for me, the greatest feud ever. And I think I've said this, man, this is what made me fall in love with wrestling. I want Drew and Sheamus.
Yes, you love that.
Who really know how to carry a story and really get us invested in something. I didn't even know these guys from a bar of soap, but I believe that they were the bestest of friends. Indeed, 2 days into watching wrestling, I was like, more bestie, but and the thing is, like, you could just see, like although they were like beating each other up, there was love there, and it's just like, bro. And the thing is, that's what, like, I would say WWE is missing now.
Sure.
There's no more real investment. And like, I'm sorry, but like it's frustrating me.
Sure.
Like, for instance, look at Kofi and Xavier Woods. Yes. We really could have done something there. Like, how do you mess up that heel turn?
I wouldn't say they messed it up, though.
We were not invested in it. We were supposed to be
invested. We were invested in it.
No, we were not.
We were, come on.
Not
like
deep
that whole
enough.
thing, okay, not deep enough, fine.
Exactly.
You can bring that up. But the breakup with Big E was brilliant. And you've enjoyed them mourning and stuff.
After that.
I think it's harsh to say it flopped.
The thing is, like, I loved seeing them on my screen.
Sure.
Loved it.
And they get featured every week.
What are they gonna do? I was not excited for what they were gonna do.
Okay.
And the thing is, also watching on screen, you feel everything with the crowd. And the thing is, you can feel that the crowd is not feeling this. So now at home, what's gonna happen? You're not gonna feel it.
Damn, yo. Now I'm feeling the New Day. And I still think there's so much more, yes, they can do. But it's not as bad as you say, but I get what you're saying as well. You want that emotional connection, which is what WWE and wrestling is all about. So there's certain parts where it's like, okay,
don't just do matches, like the storytelling.
Yeah. So that's why going back to getting Tiffany and Jade, it's going to be critical. When the heel turn happens, it's got to get us hook, line, and sinker. Then I see as well, Jade eventually wins the title. Then you bring in Bianca. Then you finally do my dream match, Bianca versus Jade, WrestleMania 42 in Vegas. Damn, that was a big shutdown.
Sorry. Because the thing is, we even spoke about this when like this would have been so perfect for Jade no Naomi.
Oh, for Crown Jewel, maybe.
Exactly.
Okay.
For the big.
Okay. I mean, we could still
So
do
you're
it.
telling me when I have Tiffany and Naomi?
What we could do at Crown Jewel is, I mean, Jade can win at Clash in Paris. Then we still have Jade and Naomi. There's that. And then I don't even want to trigger you again and say, what if Stephanie beats Naomi? Then Naomi's not even in the picture. But fine, must take away WWE Women's Championship. Let's go into, we spoke about Drew.
Yeah.
Drew has got a friend teaming up with Logan Paul to take on Jelly Roll and Randy Orton. Another solid match, I felt. Jelly Roll, he showed out, and I think he showed he's a soldier.
Yeah.
Especially with that dive, that frog splash from Logan Paul. The two
with
primes,
the
the shades, the impact. I don't think I've seen a frog splash like that. You just felt it. And then, even though I think by Bakli in a way, because Jelly Roll, it took him like 20 business days to take him away from the ring. But yeah, they were carrying him out. Then he comes back. I thought you were going to have a fight back. Then he loses clean to Logan Paul. I was pleasantly surprised, but I think it's the right decision.
Yazi, Jelly Roll, I was actually confused at the beginning because he kind of seemed very, what's the word? Like, it was all about him.
Oh,
the way
true.
he even tagged himself in first.
Yeah.
Like,
and then he didn't want to tag in Randy late in the match. I was scared he's going to get an RKO. That's what I was saying. I was like,
But big ups to Randy because, he was the bigger person. But it was just like, I bought Jelly.
But I loved what Triple H said, putting him over even more on the post show, because he was saying Jelly Roll, he broke his finger like on his first day training, but he kept going. He also sweeps, the PC with the people. He's like, he's within the wrestling community.
Really
and I think it was telling with the result, Gengo, because he could have just come, let me have my big moment with Randy, we win, and then I sail into the sunset. But I think now he's thinking long term. I can see Logan Paul versus Jelly Roll as a one-on-one match at Survivor Series or even at WrestleMania. So he's endeared us to him now, basically. But guys, I'm not just here for the vibes. I'm actually here to grind long term.
And we are sana bajonga, I'm here to stay.
Yeah.
Like, he's literally showing us,
and people love him. Again, on the post show, there was one girl who was crying in tears when she saw him. Yeah. So that was beautiful to see.
What did you think of him? I thought
that was cool because I thought he would sing himself to the ring. So him starting off with the voices in his head, I thought that was cool. That was a nice touch. And the fact that he didn't do the entire song. It was just like the start. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so. But fine, solid match. I think we can all say Jelly Roll. He's no Bad Bunny. He's no Logan Paul.
But he was cool. A Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
And isn't he the first celeb to actually lose?
Jelly Roll? Probably, because off the top of my head, I can't think
which
of...
which tells us, there's more coming with him. It wasn't just a once-off.
So I love this. I thought it was good. And I think it's so cool as well. Drew McIntyre, he said that, he feels like he's got a friend in Logan Paul.
Oh.
And that makes me think they could become WWE Tag Team Champions at some point. And then again,
there
I'm
might
always...
be a clash of egos, though.
I was about to say, but I'm always breaking people up. Then I see Drew versus Logan at a Mania as well, maybe. And then I really want Drew to go back to being a babyface. I've been wanting this since Saturday night's main event. Not to change character in terms of stay the same person, but be a fan favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want. And then he gets betrayed by Logan Paul. That can happen. But let's let it roll,
Let it roll.
Because I liked their dynamic on Impulsive, the podcast.
Yeah.
They seem like Bavana, really, so it's quite cool. So I love that. Then main event of SummerSlam Saturday, we had the big one. Gunther versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship.
It's the big one. But honestly, for me, Shem, I was impressed by CM Punk.
He lost it in this match, eh?
Yeah, because unlike Gunther, he was capitalizing on every moment. Gunther was celebrating prematurely.
Remember earlier I spoke about that, arrogance came through in this match. Why are you on the table now? Better way.
So that's the only thing I can say I appreciate about CM Punk. But I do think that this match was structured in such a way to protect CM Punk because we do know he's a very injury-prone man.
Damn.
Because that Gunter is not the Gunter I know. Oh, Gunter, like...
So it wasn't violent enough for you?
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
In my opinion. And it's just like, where's my Gunter?
Nah.
Where's my ring general? Like,
Yeah,
So-
this match was, and I'm seeing a lot of praise for it online, and Nam, I don't think I connected with it like that. It was a good match. You know?
it be shorter, Shemko. It be shorter.
And it was long. That was the
Yeah.
other thing. But Gunter did dominate, despite not being as violent as you would
Yeah.
say. The blood spot was a bit kind of like, really?
It was a lot.
Yeah, I would have
Because you would
expected
think
Punk
CM
should have been
Punk
bleeding. Yeah,
would be
actually.
the one bleeding.
Which then would have made this moment even bigger. But I mean, you didn't really have to do much because we go over to Punk gets the W.
Yeah.
He's having his moment. Like the title is all folded up. As he puts it up, Seth Rollins' music hits. And then you just saw his face. It was like, wow.
But before we even got to that, because the thing is, it was quite like a long pause before that. And you could see like if fans, the song gets bigger, but what's about to happen? Like we were all waiting for Seth. And then he has his moment. And even
This is
like
Punk now.
even coming from Unreal, he's been working for
Oh,
them.
yes. First title in like 12 years or something in WWE.
Thanks to who? Now why are we in it? Why are we in it when you're the one who left?
Damn.
Ow.
Sure.
So cool, he had his moment and he even got me there. I was like,
yes, true,
my God.
yes.
And then I tied it back to Unreal. I was like, Betuna's I tears namza ukhala ngok. I can. Then you hear.
Comes hobbling with the crutches and Heyman. And then you said even, okay, he's just here. And I think commentary also said, but he's just here to kind of be like, I will hit you. Yeah, at some point, just a warning shot. Turns around, drops the crutches, takes off the jacket, and I was like, no, wait.
Cinema.
Did you see that brace? I commented on the knee brace.
And he took his time. He's like, Ndichonge,
yes.
Oh!
Well, then he starts sprinting. It's like, oh my gosh, rules of the century.
Beautiful.
And then he hits Punk with the briefcase the whole time. I'm like, ooh, Seth. Ooh, Seth. I couldn't believe it. That was crazy. And then I love that it only took one stomp and then he just takes the victory. And
you would actually be such a good WWE commentator because you were saying these things as they were happening. Oh, stomp, and then you see him. Oh my gosh, it was really entertaining.
It was a crazy moment. And we had been speaking the past couple of episodes about Seth Rollins as Mr. Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
I was always going to compare it to the heist of the century. And this wasn't better than the heist of the century, but it
was
met
up
it.
there.
It's definitely up there. And it's crazy that in the space of like a month, we've had two amazing cash-ins. Naomi and Seth. Wow, this was crazy because I believed for sure, Seth, this is a long-term injury. He's out. Kanti.
They fooled us.
Wow.
So bad. And you even had Becky there at the back, like, did you believe all my my posts? No.
Yo, this was crazy.
We were out here defending Seth.
Yeah, I was so heartbroken.
We were coming and unknown people by.
But you know what I think? I could be wrong, but I think he was genuinely injured at Saturday night's main event. It's possible they tricked us even there, but I think he was injured, but then they realized, it's not as bad as we think. Then they were like, okay, let's do this.
But remember when we were nitpicking this or analyzing this?
The match now, Seth and LA Knight.
Because we're like, it didn't look serious because
true.
On the side,
it was a normal.
No Heyman Paya, like upholile. And then it's just like, it was like, okay, cool, do your move, let this end. And
How do you explain LA Knight being off TV since that gauntlet, though, then? It's because that's, again, the way SummerSlam Saturday panned out, it made it feel like it was supposed to be Roman versus Seth.
Yeah.
Then we had to change plans. Now the likes of LA are not in picture. Penta's not in picture because the Bronze have to focus on Jay and Roman.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Unreal Season 2, Magafik, even though it's only coming out next year, but Yeah, this was brilliant.
Yeah.
They just knocked it out the park. I thought we were buzzing.
Literally.
SummerSlam Saturday was
Literally.
peak.
And then to hear, but if you thought night one was good, then to hear that.
Because you raised our expectations. Yeah. Because now we're thinking The Rock is going to come out and stuff.
Expecting
fireworks.
just magic on night two.
Like SummerSlam Sunday, no Cardi B. Triple H himself, he comes through, does his usual shtick.
And I thought it was going to be big with him actually coming out. Like I even
You were
posted,
hyped,
I was
yeah.
just like, okay, if he's coming out,
setting the table. It was a nice start though, I must say. Rhea versus Io versus Naomi, Women's World title. And then Naomi coming through with her father, of all people, playing her to the ring. And he did the things.
Man.
That was a nice moment. No?
It really was.
Yeah.
It really, really was. But Naomi, I love her so much. I love her so much. Just like from the start of everything, it's like, I'm going to let y'all fight it out.
Yes.
I want to be outside. But shame, they like turned on her.
Yeah.
But this girl, does she not bite Rhea's hand?
Oh, yeah. But she's crazy. We know this.
She really is crazy.
Proceed with caution.
So
I did like that Io and Rhea were smart enough that, no, we're not going to fight it out and then let her come pick up the scraps. Let's go fetch her. Thought it was a really good match.
Yeah.
But I think you also had feelings of maybe you had higher expectations, maybe.
They didn't put Naomi over enough.
You reckon?
Me. I am happy with the ending, although I'm not a fan of roll-ups and all these things. But it's just like at the end of the day, Naomi's a menace, and we just need to showcase that. And, she is who she is. She cheats. She's sneaky. And the match ending in a roll-up was perfect. But I didn't see enough of her just being so impactful. And,
I didn't mind it, to be honest, because even though...
because it's the internet. They're going to come for her and...
True. But at the same time, maybe that's also the idea, because she was giving, I'm just here to pick up the scraps one way or another. And it's like if Naomi puts on a banger that we're expecting, and everyone was comparing it to the triple threat from WrestleMania 41. If she puts on a banger, she's going to become even more popular. And maybe
What's that?
The thing is, she's a heel. We want her to get booed and all that stuff. And I mean,
was Roman not a heel at his peak?
So you're just like, okay, let's make her as popular as can be. Doesn't matter. Sure, valid point. But I just, my perspective was like, I'm okay with this not being a banger, but it was a good match. Didn't suck. So that was great.
Yeah.
Good result, thank goodness. Because imagine, Naomi, you're going to ride. You are ready to switch off the TV if she loses. Yeah.
Like it was going to be done. That's when my relationship with wrestling would have ended.
Oh, I was like, I want to get up him now. Okay, I was like, why? But sure, so Naomi gets the victory, and I was very surprised pinning Rhea Ripley, but that's great as well. And again, just painting that picture of Rhea was about to beat Io Sky, but she just can't do it,
Nope.
Hey, I wonder when Rhea's going to get this title back, but we'll see.
And then, we know it's coming.
Yes, especially because Crown Jewel in Perth, in her home country, some way, somehow she's going to feature, but we'll see how they get to it. Next match, we had the TLC match for the WWE Tag Team titles.
So many moments in this match. And yes, I didn't think it was going to live up to the first one.
Sure, yeah.
So
many teams in this match, so many moments. I mean, Dexter Lumis, that leg drop from the top rope to Montez Ford through the table. Oh, yes!
Dangling on the titles. Literally, yay!
Upside down. I've never seen that before. And the trust you have to have, because
on that thing,
if you fall, you're going to break your neck. And Ciampa has history of neck issues. So it's like, bro, what are you doing?
And then also we have Ray jumping on Andrade's shoulders to
that was cool.
That was new.
He nearly
I was
got
just
there.
Like,
That was nice.
I don't need the ladders.
Yeah, there were so many unique spots, and these guys really impressed, especially high pressure situation. You have the Hardys at ringside. You also have the Dudleys watching because it was 25 years since the first TLC match, which featured those teams. So these guys really brought through unique spots, I felt. But in the end, we saw the Wyatt Six, they retained, and I felt this was the right decision. I know you didn't really like it, but my thing is, okay, we've committed to them. We've given them the titles. So to take the titles away immediately serves no purpose. We have to establish them as they are proper. You know?
I get that. I get that fully. But yeah, I just loved DIY's reign.
Sure,
so
you
I was
wanted
like,
it,
you know what?
to
I
run
wanted it back. But also just, man, I'm heartbroken for the Street Profits. Like, I'm so... Because it was, what, a year and a half, Kanye? But hey, how long?
16 months, I think, since they've had a PLE match. Damn.
And you're going to give it to them when they don't have the titles. Are you being for real?
Shame.
Are you actually being for real?
It's one of those things.
I'm starting to like come across like such a negative Nancy, but it's just like, just do right by me.
Sure. Everything must just be okay. Does Ati like this?
No,
okay.
man.
The back Zama with Naomi. You know,
actually.
So at least they're giving you that. But I do get that it's unfortunate, you know, the Street Profits finally getting the spotlight, but it's not when they're on top.
Yeah.
But let's hope that we'll get more tag team matches on PLEs.
Actually, also off topic. Sorry, I don't know why. Like after you said this, but I need the WWE shop to be on their Zoom because why? Like, literally, there's hardly any merch for females. I was looking for Naomi merch. I was looking for Bianca merch. Like, the best merch is literally in the men's. And we just, like, have, like, one shirt. Like, just for mna.
Oh, Ian. There's that hoodie Naomi was rocking.
Literally.
At SummerSlam, like, on the countdown show. It's clean. Like, I think... that would be great for you. So let's hope they listen. The powers that
like,
be.
Please, more merch for
And then would you want
females.
her scooter as well? Naomi, she was like circling Kathy Kenny. She's such a menace. Like,
I
it's
want
so
to
cool.
know you with it.
Oh, I know. Why am I in it? Why am I in it? Yeah, you know, you've been roaming around. But wow, last thing before we move from the TLC match, Candice LeRae. Let's give her props.
It was a women's night also because all the women came in. BFAB
came through.
Nikki Cross, everyone was there. But Johnny Gargano, you say Kubana, he fell onto the ladder. I saw that man push his wife off of that ladder.
Olivier R. Gargano got pushed into the ladder that threw Candice into the ladders.
I saw him.
But Candice is a soldier.
Because Candice, like, shame, they're friends. But maybe he doesn't like how close she is with Champa. So it's like, yeah!
What? No, man.
No, but he pushed her. No, he pushed her. I know what I
and
saw.
And now somehow he's lost his voice. He was like massaging himself with ice and everything.
Yeah.
But Candice, I'm so glad she's okay because she went through that ladder like with her legs. I was like, why aren't you going to your back?
She went forward as opposed to back.
Ooh, that spot. But yeah, the guys delivered. It was really cool. In the end, Wyatt Six clearly fully healed, not because everyone got involved. No Eric Rowan were there.
Uncle Howdy was there.
Jeez, in the broad daylight, you were bothered by that. You wanted them to be like...
Literally, because I was just like...
Late in the night. For the Fireflies, yes. Yeah, because we had the Fireflies later on. Yeah, they did show them, but not for the Wyatts, yeah.
So their spot wasn't good because it's like, you know... It kind of needs to be dark for these guys.
Yeah, and even in our predictions for SummerSlam Sunday, I even like structured it such that, you know, it would be in the match order I would want it. And I was like, TLC's match would be second last in my mind. But then it was second on the night. So, hey, okay. Yeah. But anyways, cool. So that's TLC. Then we move over to... This was just Extreme Rules night, basically, because every match except the men's IC title was an Extreme match. So now this one, no countouts, no disqualifications. Lyra versus Becky Lynch. I didn't like the way they phrased this match. It should have just been something else, because it's a no DQ match. There's no need to call it Ngola Hlobo, But this was great from the perspective of, I think this had the necessary violence. There was those spots where, Becky put Lyra through the chair and then into the tables. There was zip ties. There was toolboxes, crowbars. There was a lot. But I think my issue with this match was that the length of it was a bit too long.
It overstayed its welcome.
The finish with Bailey was crazy.
It was a good match, but it was just like, okay, my pele. We
get the gist of it. And then Bailey just coming through and she's undecided. And then she still costs Lyra inadvertently.
That made me so mad because I was out here fighting you, defending Bailey.
Episode 10, check that out.
Just for her now to have conscious and be like, okay, actually, no, I'm not going to cost you like you cost me.
Yeah. It made me think they should have just committed and done what I wanted all along. Bailey versus Becky was the match to do. Then Lyra comes and sides with Becky. I still wanted that because now it just feels like it's a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
But in the end, Becky retains new music and all new graphics.
Shame. I loved the graphics.
Yes.
I loved the song at the beginning. Yan Lash.
Oh, really?
I didn't like it.
I must just play it once it's on WWE Music. I must just hammer it home. And then
I'll probably get used to it. But I because I remember hearing it for the first. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh.
And I think it suits her as well because it's the next evolution of Becky Lynch. She's been on the main roster now for 10 years.
Yeah.
So it's about time that let's, progress and evolve. So I love this for her. So, hey, Rollins, titles galore. Before we know it, no Ru, the child will have.
I mean, we've seen.
She's already cutting promos at the post-show at WrestleMania. She was overshadowing
and the home
Lyra.
Videos with Seth. We've seen those
you showed me those videos. Yeah. So fine, good match, but could have changed a couple of things there.
Yeah.
And also the crowd was very restless here. I think people were saying that they were trying to do Mexican waves and stuff. And
like we said, it overstayed its welcome. It was a good match, but it went on for too long.
Yeah, so it is important, because I've heard them use terminology like don't overbook a match. And I think that's what they kind of did there. But now, next match, kind of continuing the trend of matches that I think, for me, didn't slap the way I expected. Steel Cage for the United States Championship. Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
Solo retains, escapes, thanks to the MFTs. They all came through. Even Big Jim, he couldn't make a difference. So
weak.
Weak.
Solo won by falling to the floor. He fell. And
it's one of those things.
And Yazi, throughout this entire match, I was just like basically what I touched on earlier, saying my new bloodline. I want Jacob.
Sure.
I want Tamatonga. I want Jimmy. I want Jay. Roman, if
you cannot have Roman.
But then the thing is, andifuni leader like that.
Oh, okay, I get you from that perspective.
Yeah,
sure.
So literally, I was just like Tamatonga.
Oh yeah, we were expecting his return. And I don't know if I was seeing things out in the video packages, both on the countdown and on the main show. I saw Tamatonga, but maybe he just really looks like the other Tongans. I don't know. I was like, he's there. But yeah, so Jacob Fatu.
So disappointed. They went to Jacob. This guy was handcuffed.
Snapped the handcuffs, yeah. That was crazy, yeah. This man. So you know what was missing from that match as well? They did it in the end, the moonsault from the top of the cage, but it should have been during the match, not afterwards.
Also, Solo being the only person to kick out of
the moonsaults, yes. Yeah.
I don't know
and he
how
did too,
I feel about that.
He's got a lot of records on Fatu because he's the first person to pin Fatu. Now he's got back-to-back wins over Fatu, actually. So. I hope what they do, here's my fantasy booking now, seeing as, because we both thought actually that Jacob Fatu would win. Clearly that's not the plan. Now what I want is Big Jim to win the title from Solo. I think Big Jim needs to stop coming across as a goon. Yes, because unfortunately, that's how he is right now. Like, you're helping Umdu that just arrived a year ago, kind of thing. So I hope we get the moment for Big Jim because he deserves it. I know how much you love him. You think, like, he's the better Uso.
Like, he's great on the mic. Like, Jimmy is entertaining. Like, he's entertaining. And I would love to see more of him on my screen, honestly. But,
maybe this
they
is where
don't
it's
give
going.
Ati what Ati wants.
I know. Wowzers. And also, again, with Jacob not winning this match, my thing is he's ready for the main event, but I don't think the main event is ready for him. That's the problem. So, because it's not like he's going to go and fight for any of the world titles right now. So, what do you do with him until then? So, it's a bit premature. I would have loved for him to win the US title, keep it for another 6 months, then drop it, then go into the main event scene. But we'll have to see what happens with him. But this cage match was just kind of there, didn't really slap the way I expected. And also Solo, just him and Tala Tonga, they're on the outside, but they send the other guys to basically go and fight after the match. Just doesn't make sense to me. So now, JC Mateo as well as, Tonga Loa, they always just get beaten up. So it is what it is. But that was that. MFTs with the new merch and all now. Got even more new merch. Second last match on SummerSlam Sunday. We had Dirty Dom defending his Intercontinental Championship against AJ Styles. And I love this. From beginning to end, AJ Styles coming through with the low rider, wearing Eddie gear.
Literally, at the 20th anniversary, actually, of the fight between Urain or Eddie
for custody of Dom. Loved all the touches, and then also just a hat to Eddie some more. Dirty Dom hitting the chair on the floor and then pretending he got struck.
AJ Naya puts it on him.
No, Ref Morgan's like, okay, now who did what, And then the finish as well, because Eddie did this WrestleMania 20 with Kurt Angle. So he loosens the boot and then Dom whacks AJ, and I heard it just tongue bang. Then he gets the victory after the frog splash. So all of this, and especially because also it's going to be 20 years since Eddie Guerrero passed away.
Yeah.
So it was very nice. This was a very classy match, and I think in the end the right result. I know you wanted AJ Styles to win.
No, honestly, I didn't.
Okay, you just thought you would.
Kuba. Raquel had already lost the titles. I was like, okay, Temp.
You were like, okay, it's just going to be an avalanche.
They're losing. Bonke. Pelile.
I wanted AJ to win, but because he beat Dirty Dom on the road before SummerSlam, I was like, okay, Dirty Dom's going to retain. And then they stuck to that formula. So.
Yeah. For me, honestly, I think my prediction was Ben Pelele Temp.
You're just like, okay.
Like Ben Pelele
Judgment Day.
Nah.
Zitaten song. And then it would have been Finn and JD, the only ones with the titles. But Dirty Dom is still within there, and he might still get another title. Who knows? We know Triple Mania is happening August 16th. He's fighting for the Mega Championship. I don't see him being a double champ, really, especially now that he's retained the IC title. But we'll see how all of that prevails. But solid match. I thought this was good. Then, main event. Cody Rhodes challenging John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship. And the big question coming out from the SmackDown before SummerSlam was, who is going to turn? Because now John Cena comes through. He's saying, okay, guys, I'm actually going to go back to being OG me. I've heard what Cody has to say. And then Cody just accepted it. He didn't fight. He didn't kind of anything. And I was just like, nah, what if Cody turns? But then also I thought, Cena might just go back.
He's fooling us. And that's the thing. I found everything so funny because I thought he's playing us. Okay, cool. John Cena comes out. It's first the all black, and then it switches out.
You popped for that.
Okay, cool. Sharp runs down, and then he gets in the ring. He's so happy. Like, I found this so hilarious.
Even when he lifted the title, you said.
Alicia.
Yes.
I was like, he's too happy. Like, I'm so excited to see what he's gonna do.
Then he hugs Cody, and everything just went along. No low blows,
he
no
was
using
good.
the title.
And literally, he was even like, I'm not gonna use it, and he tosses it to the side.
So, obviously, with the main event, there's two parts. There's the aftermath and the actual match. Let's talk about the match first. I thought this match was brilliant.
Yeah.
We're all expecting something to happen. Nothing happens, but still, it was really good. And I love the pacing of the false finishes because it didn't feel rushed. It wasn't like, oh, AA, then crossroads and back forth. It was just like over a period of time. And then the kickouts really felt meaningful. So I love this. And I feel like now it's erased that bad taste we have in our mouth after WrestleMania 41. Because that match was the pits. So I think they went there trying to redeem themselves.
Yeah,
and I think John Cena and Cody did that. Yeah.
Until the end result.
So Cody's our new champ. I don't mind it. I wanted Cena to win, but I think the passing on of the torch is fine. And now there's no ways Cody's turning heel for a good 2 years or so, I think.
Do you know what another shock factor was for me? Was discovering that you are actually a Cody crybaby.
Oh, you confronted me, actually. I wouldn't say I'm a Cody crybaby.
You really are.
Why?
You really are. I was just like, wow. Is this you? You've hit it so well. You've hit it so well. And Yazzie, I would have never known because when Cody beat Roman for the title, you were there live.
I was happy. No, I wasn't crying. No.
I'm crying because Roman has lost. Kandas Kali Fanayo.
Yes, No, the thing is, with Cody, it's not that I'm the biggest fan of him, but from a business perspective, I get it.
I don't get it. Because like I said to you, he's not big enough.
But they're making him big enough. Big E even said,
let John Cena finish his dates, then Cody magawine.
No, but wrestling is all about passing it over. And John Cena had to do this. And he did this in the classiest way possible. Big E said as well that, you finished your story, but you've kind of not finished your story. You actually have to rack up those title reigns. You can't just have one. So now he's a 2-time WWE champion and probably he's going to get another 2 or 3 more. So they're doing what you're asking them to do. They're making him a legend. Now, with resume yaki, you can say, but I ended Roman Reigns' historic run. 1,316 days. I ended John Cena's 17th reign.
Nah, it feels abrupt. Eka Roman, they understand because Roman was champ for the longest time. But Cena,
what do you mean?
Lisa, I'm gonna be the good guy again. I'm gonna give you the match that you want. Let him have his happy ending. And let us have that John Cena. But okay, Ngoku, he's got the title, but he's a good guy again. He's embracing us again. And then Ngoku, at the end, Makutene Cody. I want Cody to turn because this face Cody, I'm sorry. It's for me, it doesn't do anything.
It's not slapping for you.
It doesn't do anything.
The thing is, the crowds are saying something different. As much as online people will say, we want Homelander. Even, I was going to contradict myself. The crowd was chanting Homelander on the post-show. But still, Cody very quickly turned them again. Then they were chanting Cody Rhodes. They want his caps. They want his jackets. The crowds love him. Whoa, the entrances, you always see kids, even Magrizas, they're wearing his gear. Cody Rhodes might not be what you want, but he's what you need.
Yo.
He is the baby face of all baby faces right now. So let's ride the wave.
He's not the baby face for me. But for me, I'm not sold yet. I think I'm just difficult in that sense. It takes a lot of convincing for me because even Roman it took a while. I was the biggest Roman hater. Hated his song, hated everything. I was like, this guy can't even fight. I want not. And then he lost you under color. So I think even with Cody, it's probably gonna warm up to him. Maybe when he gets screwed over, it's gonna hit me then.
He got screwed over.
Until that happens,
Travis Scott?
Hi, Suka. It screwed all of us, not just him.
Sure.
So,
you still have to marinate with the American Nightmare.
Yes. Because the thing is, I think also, I love who I love.
Sure.
I support who I support. Yeah. So, once you go against my people, it's all right. So,
but let's salute John Cena at his ripe big age, he put on
it broke
a classic.
my heart. It broke my heart. And I had to go straight to work after that.
There were even chants of Super Cena. That was crazy. Everyone wanted him to power up, and he was kicking out of everything. But he gave us his all, and then he had the moment in the ring. And just when we think, it's done, Kwakhala Lango. Brock Lesnar is back in WWE for the first time since SummerSlam 2023. Mr. SummerSlam himself, he's back. He looks like he's dyed his hair. It's like brownish now. He's still kind of cowboy Brock.
I'm going to let you go off now.
I'm actually not going to go off. You know what? I think I have had time. I've had the past...
We digest it.
12 hours or so to digest. Clearly, there's a bigger picture that I don't see.
Yeah.
I don't think we need Brock. We do not need Brock in this. Okay, I said I was not going to go over here.
I can chill. The stage is
yours. Brock, we don't need him. And the thing is, Brock versus John Cena just doesn't do it for me. We've seen it a number of times.
Yeah.
Like, what are we going to do?
Oh,
So, yeah, but I'm going to let it play out because I think...
Shem, you're so understanding compared to me. Because you're just like, but yeah, I'm just going to let it play out. But I'm not...
Wrestling breaks your heart so many times that sometimes you just get to the stage where it's like, you know what?
But Shem, for you, it's been decades.
Yes.
Of watching wrestling, exactly. So for me, I'm still going through the emotions. Eventually it'll hit me, but you know what?
Yeah. So the Brock thing, I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't like it.
But you trust them.
It's not even that I trust them at this point, but it's like, I'm going to go with it. Let's see where. Because also, where do we do the match? At Crown Jewel? At Survivor Series?
Yeah.
Like, where are we going to do this match? And Brock is just one of those people. He just dominates you. He became who he is, really, the new phase after dominating John Cena. Suplex City, he suplexed him like 14 times or whatever. So what kind of match are we going to get? So...
I get that.
I don't know. But we just have to let it play out.
Yeah.
So.
But you know what? I have faith for Clash in Paris that, Triple H, he's going to cook something. But night 2, I just wish he didn't hype it.
Because our expectations were there.
Because night 1 was amazing.
Yes.
Night 1 was amazing. So the thing is now, for you to make me expect night 2 to be
even better than the cash.
Because the thing is, I wasn't expecting that.
It was like, okay, it's going to be another good show. Not
but
that.
Expectations and expectations were not met, which I think also plays a part in just my overall feeling of night 2 is I had expectations. Maybe if I didn't have such high expectations, I wouldn't be as mad. I'm like, you know what, Papa H, it's cool,
it's
man.
Right. Yeah, cool. So hopefully it doesn't do that again. But I think Clash in Paris will be one of those iconic PLEs because we know the French crowd, they bring it. Backlash last year, so now it's going to be in Paris. It's going to be lit. Yeah. I'm very excited for it. So that was SummerSlam in a nutshell. Just before we go, though, I did have one more question actually for you regarding John Cena, tying back into the whole Brock Lesnar stuff.
Okay.
The fact that he's not really fighting any young guys, does that bother you in any way? Because he's faced CM Punk, Randy. Basically, it's just the classics. You could say, okay, Cody's a young guy, but not really.
I mean, maybe it's because the thing is, this is his final year. So, Bufunukulwa, the people that he came up with in this business.
And he has a right
to
do that.
I want y'all to be the last for me. Like, Cody can be the one to set these other guys up. But
okay, you know when you say it like that?
Yeah.
Cool, because I've been kind of playing with that idea in my mind. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about
Yeah.
because I was fine with all the classics, but then the Brock was a tipping point. I think the story of me and Brock clearly it's gonna develop as we go along because Danae mixed emotions about the whole thing. It's like
No, but this is where I guess I will also buy into this whole Cody thing. But you know, they're building Cody up to be that next John Cena.
Yes.
So there's no need for John Cena to be fighting all these other guys. Cody will be that guy for them because it's their era now. So yeah.
Okay, and that's SummerSlam MetLife. 2 nights. Woo! I think overall it was good. I would give it a solid 7 or 8 out of 10. Yeah, there were like a couple of points, but yeah.
Can't believe I made it.
What do you mean? Oh actually, because you went through
I've been
so
up
much.
for how many hours, child?
Close to 24 hours,
my
surely.
Goodness.
I mean, since 9 p.m. last night, not to mention then the previous night. So
And it's currently 19:38.
Oh, hectic. Okay, congra. You did the things. No, you love wrestling. Clearly.
I really do. And you did this to me.
It was me all along.
But that is the end of the show.
Uh-huh.
Till next time. Bye, guys.
We out.